My brother tried to have a work emergency right before his wife planned to take a staycation with her friends for a convention in town this week, and now he's getting the rug pulled on him, and I couldn't be happier. Posted by use/throwaway243121. My brother fake name Dick and his wife Anna have been having some serious marital problems, which is 99% Dick's fault. Anna is a stay-at-home mom, goes to college online and has a side business with an MLM, but whatever, she has made some new friends and seems to be happier. Before they had kids, Dick and Anna had a solid marriage. Anna told me after the kids came, their marriage slowly went downhill and now it's on life support. Anna does everything for the kids and Dick wants a medal for watching the kids for 30 minutes while Anna cooks dinner. He is more than capable of taking care of them but chooses to let Anna do everything if he can get away with it. The MLM Anna is involved with is having a big convention this week. We are locals, but Anna decided to do a staycation and is staying at a hotel near the convention with her friends. This has been planned for months. Anna told Dick to take time off work and made it very clear she needed the break and this would be a really good opportunity to network. Over Christmas she asked him if he got approved for the time off and he said yeah. I told her he is going to mess this up for you and she told me he better not. She called me in tears and Dick texted her that an emergency came up at work and he would not be able to take off. He had to put in long day on Tuesday and would be flying out on Wednesday. He was so sorry and would make it up to her. I thought she was going to have a breakdown, she could barely talk. I told her to calm down and finish packing and pick her kids up from school. I said I would watch them until Dick got home. She did not want me in the middle. I told her screw Dick and we've never been close and I did not give a damn how he reacted. I watched the kids until Dick strolled in at 10 p.m. and told him he was a selfish piece of trash on my way out the door. He blasted my phone and I put him on DND. I talked with Anna yesterday and he blasted her phone as well. She ended up telling him they could either get marriage counseling or see divorce lawyers, his choice, but he better stop calling her unless it was an emergency with the kids or she was calling to talk to them. He cooled his jets after being told that. He stopped by my house and I spoke to him through the Ring camera and he asked me what he was supposed to do with the kids. I asked him if he even bothered to request the time off from work and he would not answer me and said he had an important business trip. He said Anna won't give the contact info for their babysitters and asked me if I could watch the kids. I told him to get the F off my property with his BS. If he were any kind of parent he would already have the contact info for the babysitter. Anna prepped meals for the kids, organized all their clothes for the week and left a detailed itinerary of their schedule. What else does he need? Our parents and his in-laws won't return his calls. He is flying solo this week and had to cancel his alleged business trip. Anna says she will get to the bottom of that when she gets back home. I hope she has the best time with her friends. I hope Dick does not get a moment of peace. No one is buying his lies or coming to his rescue and I laugh when I think about it. Good luck, bro. Update 1 to 4 days later. I got a lot of messages for updates, so I am going to leave it in the comments. I'm going to start with the good news first. Anna is going to divorce Dick. Thanks to a family member she was able to get an appointment with a lawyer this week. She comes very highly recommended. When Anna came home on Sunday night, Dick was waiting with a suitcase and said it was his turn to take a vacation and he left. No arguing, he just left. In his work mind his silence is meant to punish Anna, but he is just making her life easier. While he's gone she is going to be making copies of all the financial documents she can find. She hopes he really teaches her a lesson and stays gone. The house was a wreck. She moved all of Dick's crap from the master bedroom into his office. All his shit is laying on the floor. You can't even walk in there. There is not even room for a twin air mattress. The kids enjoyed their time with Dick. They were asking for him today and want to spend time with him. Anna called him and he did answer and spoke with the kids and told them he was on a business trip. She is going to file for joint custody. If he does not want 50% custody, then he will have to turn it down on the record. She also found out last Tuesday when he was supposed to be watching the kids he was tagged in a picture at a bar playing pool. So much for working. He did not even untag himself, which shows he really does not give a F. He doesn't love Anna or like her, but he must hate her to act like that. I don't get it. He absolutely disgusts me. That is all I have to update. Update 2, 16 days later. I finally caught up with Anna. She decided not to go with the lawyer she consulted with originally. She found a new lawyer that was a better fit. He specializes in high conflict/asset divorces and has years of experience dealing with men that have Dick's need for control. There is a lot of behind-the-scenes information gathering that needs to be done before Dick is served. The lawyer said he needs 3 to 4 weeks. When it's real life, the process is much longer. Anna was warned if they go into litigation, the divorce can drag on for 1 to 2 years if she is lucky, so to prepare herself. The lawyer emphasized to Anna not to tell him their marriage is over until the papers are filed with the court and a process server has been lined up. She is going to tell him she filed for divorce and have him served within minutes. I don't remember the legal term, but there is an automatic order in place with the filing. Neither party will be able to make unilateral decisions regarding their marital assets, which basically prevents Dick from pulling any shady stuff. If he does, then that is what her lawyer is there for. Her demeanor is different from when I last saw her. She is confident and had this "I don't give a F" attitude. Whatever love she used to have for Dick is well and truly dead. I see it. When she talked about him, it was with the same contempt he has for her. She was talking about him like I do. After they get their temporary orders, she has no hope of them coming to a temp agreement. She said the only communication she will have with him is through lawyers and a parenting app. After strategizing with her lawyer and coming up with a plan, she feels like she has her life back in some direction. I felt like I was talking to a stranger, but I love this new confidence and determination she has. Dick was gone all week to God knows where. Anna did not contact him one time unless the kids wanted to speak with him. It was radio silence on her end. In the past, she always kept in close touch and would pick his sorry ass up from the airport. Due to her distance, Dick knew he was in trouble. There was no shock on his end when his office was trashed and Anna told him he would be sleeping there moving forward. He had the audacity to ask how long she was going to be angry. He is treating this like a temper tantrum she is throwing. She used his asinine question as a chance to inform him how things would be moving forward. Keeping her lawyer's advice in mind, she told him that it's going to take her a long time to get past what he did and he needs to give her lots of space. I can picture that sob now, thinking he is off the hook and better behave himself until they go back to normal. Anna said she wanted to throw up in her mouth saying that, but she needed to lull him into a false sense of security. She also brought up his lack of involvement with the kids and told him moving forward he would be the primary caregiver every other weekend and he needed to pay attention to them in the evening without being prompted. I don't think he can see what is in front of him due to his arrogance. If my husband kicked me out of the bedroom and told me I was taking care of our kids by myself every other weekend, I would know a divorce was coming. For the first time ever, Dick has taken the kids to school every day this week without being asked, so he is using his kids to try and get back in Anna's good graces. He has no idea what is coming his way. I wanted to address the MLM Anna is involved with. I really regret saying she was involved with one because it detracted from the real issues in her marriage and took on a life of its own. I first want to say Anna spends her fun money on the MLM. Dick would have lost his mind if she used his money. Her involvement, in my personal opinion, is based on the friendships she has made. I also think depression left her vulnerable to being entangled with them. I'm not going to tell her she is idiot for joining one. I tried to warn her, but she told me she knew what she was doing. I'm hoping she no longer feels the need for those friendships after she is free of Dick, if they are conditional like I suspect. Anna is laying low and Dick is behaving, so I don't think there will be an update until he gets served. Update 3. 2 weeks later. I have gotten a lot of messages requesting an update. Dick has not been served yet. As I mentioned before, it's going to take a while and the lawyer needs time. Dick is still as clueless as ever and still living in his office. Anna has stopped doing anything for Dick. When I say she does nothing for him, I mean nothing. No hosting, no cooking, no laundry, nothing. He is very upset and asked her what the point of her staying home is and said she needed to get a job. She laughed in his face and told him that wasn't happening and there was nothing he could do about it. Since he is used to Anna planning everything, he did nothing for our mom on Mother's Day. Anna spent it with her own family and Dick was not invited. He texted me on Mother's Day and asked what we were doing for Mom. I told him we were doing nothing and I made my own plans with Mom and he was not included. I told him to go to Costco and buy Mom some effing flowers and drop them off. I cannot stand him. Selfish bastard. Update 4. 1.5 months later. I could not longer post on my original thread, so I will update here. A lot has happened the past couple of weeks. Dick was served with papers and he actually took it well and did not act like he was blindsided. He claims he was planning to divorce Anna and had just secured a lawyer. Dick told Anna she has made his life a living hell and he would be happier living on the street. The part that is killing him is that she is treating him with indifference and he can no longer control her. She called him out for all his lies, deflection, and cheating when he said he would rather be homeless than spend one more day with her. Well, he finally admitted to cheating with no remorse and even offered to answer any questions out of pure spite. She only had 2 questions, and that was when he started cheating and how often did he fake business trips. He has been cheating on and off for 4 years, so around the time their youngest was born. He faked business trips every chance he got. She told him that was all she wanted to know, and he seemed disappointed she had no more questions. For the life of me, I cannot figure out where his anger is rooted. This man did whatever the F he wanted when he wanted and basically lived two lives. Dick decided on his own to move out. Anna's lawyer told her not to move out before a temporary custody agreement was in place. You have to assume Dick's lawyer gave the same advice, but he is ignoring it? Dick decided to be a petty batch and took Anna's espresso machine and blender with him. That's all the household items he chose to take. He made a dramatic exit by leaving his wedding ring, house keys and clicker on the counter and telling her he will never step foot in their house again. She told him that was a promise he better keep and threw his wedding ring in the trash right in front of him. Getting him out of that house was an act of divine intervention. She is beyond thrilled to have him gone. This past Father's Day weekend he had the kids in the new place. He was supposed to return them Sunday evening and unilaterally decided he was keeping them longer. Anna told him to keep them until Friday evening and then they could start 50-50 right away. With this extra free time she went on a camping trip and Dick had to scramble. He's like a toddler trying to test his limits with his mother and then facing consequences. Dick's lawyer still needs to file his response. He asked Anna if she planned to go back to work. She asked him if he were in her position would he go back to work if he did not have to. Dick of course said he would go back to work. Lol. I hope Dick is mentally preparing himself to support two households. I think his lawyer educated him because he is now asking Anna what she plans to do versus telling her what she is going to do. Right now they are being civil. Hopefully their lawyers can negotiate a settlement. It will be easier since they are living apart. He is big mad at me and I am a traitor. Upset with our parents about their lack of support but has no problem asking them to babysit last minute. At least he has his toxic brothers to validate his life decisions. If anything major happens I will update, but everything is with the lawyers now. Commenter: the updates do not satiate my need to see this man suffer immensely.